Hello and welcome to Inside Scoop. I'm Sumi. Joining me is Senior Editor Brian Tong.
Hey,
BT,
what's going
thanks
on?
for being with us.
Always, always.
All right, so as I said on Twitter this morning, let the hype commence. Apple has sent out invites for an event on March 9th. We can give you the facts. That's the date.
Yeah.
The venue is a place here in San Francisco, the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts.
Yep, and they've done events there before.
They have. And we can tell you what the invite said, which was just simply spring forward.
And we know Apple's really clever about these things, or they like to try to be clever.
Right.
Really what this points to is that on Sunday, daylight savings, everyone is moving their clock forward, spring forward, a function
Their
of
clocks,
time.
you say?
Their clocks or their watches or whatever they got. It's a function of time.
What could it all mean?
I don't know.
BT?
I mean, what have they been working on that is a function of time? Maybe this Apple Watch.
Could be.
So obviously we're expecting to see that. In addition to that, we know that Apple is a marketing machine, a behemoth. If you look historically what they've done in the past, the iPad, when it first came out, they let everyone know that they were going to have an Apple announcement right after CES. The very first iPad. Well, guess what they're doing now? Mobile World Congress. This is the showcase for Samsung, LG,
HTC,
everyone. Yeah,
all the
HTC.
other phone makers,
Phone
right?
makers and smartwatch makers,
Yep.
right? We're expecting to see stuff
That's
from
right.
them.
Samsung's going to have
well,
a new
guess
smartwatch.
what? Apple's dropping another bomb on them, saying, "Hey, guess everyone, you might be talking about these things, but we know what you really want to see." Apple's Watch on March the 9th.
Yeah.
So
because they're not going to be
very
at
clever.
Mobile World
They
Congress.
will not be there.
The
They're
people
doing
in
their own thing.
Barcelona are going to be talking about
Yeah,
this.
and they'll be buzzing about it. So
Okay.
the date is very strategic. It's Apple's way.
All right, so we first heard about the Apple Watch back in September, right? The last big Apple event. And we didn't really find out a whole lot about it. There were still a lot of lingering questions. What's the information that we can hope to find out on March 9th?
I think the biggest piece of information that everyone wants to know is how much will the Apple Watch
Seriously.
be. Now, they intimated that the starting price will be $349. This is without any band
money.
accessory. But let's talk about the 18-karat gold watch. People are estimating this thing could be anywhere easily over $1,000. People are talking $5,000. Maybe if you add another one of their specialized straps with more 18-karat gold on there.
Right.
We're talking about a very high-end luxury product. There's been talks about how they're installing specific safes at the stores to store these watches. It's going to be a very specific
Tiffany
process.
style.
Yeah, so I think that everyone wants to know how much the price is going to be. I want to know what the mid-range price, the middle tier one is going to be. I'm
Ditto.
hoping it's around 500. They might even push a little higher because it's Apple. We don't know. You were saying what, 700-ish maybe you
I
think?
think it's going to go as high as 700 if you've got gold in there, if you've got some diamond L's in there.
I think that gold one's going to be $1,000 minimum. I
Yeah,
think they're going to really try and
probably.
push this as a high-end luxury product. And let's not forget, they're probably going to release a new one in about a year and a half or two.
Right.
This one is dependent on the phone.
Yeah.
We want one that's completely independent of the phone in the future,
Where
right?
you don't have to take your phone with you. You can just go for a run or with your $1,000
And that's what all the other
watch.
manufacturers are doing right now, right?
Any other features that we are hoping to see that were sort of question marks when we first heard about it?
Yeah, well, Apple has never really showcased fully what this watch is capable of doing.
There was a hint dropped.
There was a hint, right? Tim Cook was out in Europe, and he talked about how he wears it every day, even in the shower. Now, that's all the details I need to know.
Right.
But it is one of the points is that this will be a truly waterproof device that at least you can wear like that, much like some of the fitness devices.
Yep.
Other things that we've heard but have never been displayed or shown off is the fact that this Apple Watch will be able to work with your Apple TV. You'll be able to control it that way. There's rumblings of a walkie-talkie-like feature that Apple has never shown off.
Sounds cool.
Maybe truly like a Dick Tracy type feature.
Right.
And we know that there's going to be a lot of app makers that they're going to showcase some of these apps that are going to use the phones in ways that Apple hasn't even intended on doing.
Watch is a definite, or 98%
Yeah, I like
sure, right?
99.99999.9%.
But there could be some other products that they unveil as well. And what are the suspicions that we have?
We've been waiting for this rumored 12-inch MacBook Air with a Retina display. This has been a product talked about for over a year easily, but also we might see refreshes to the MacBook Air line as a whole.
Okay.
I don't know if we're going to see full-on MacBook Pro lines yet. Sometimes they save that for like a July, August time period, but at the very least, we will see something in the Mac line getting announced.
I heard something about an iPad Pro. What do you think about that rumor?
I think if they do an iPad Pro, there's going to be a separate event.
All right, well, we've got a lot of questions, and we will have answers for you on March 9th.
We have a lot of questions here still too, you know?
Exactly. So just log on to CNET on March 9th, and we'll have full coverage of the Apple event. BT, thanks for being with us. I should say your name officially.
No,
Brian Tong, Senior Editor of CNET. Thank you for being with
Sumi.
us. For Inside Scoop, I'm Sumi Das. Thanks for watching.